video. In today's video we're going to be talking about funded challenges and how do they work. So this video is all about prop firms, their challenges, and how can traders find them useful, how can traders get funded with them. So there's a procedure that works with each and every prop firm, and I'll be explaining that in this video as well. So let's get started. First thing first, guys, please read the disclaimer below. Once you've read the disclaimer, please continue with the video. Okay, I'm hoping that you guys have read the disclaimer, so let's get started. Funded forex challenges and how do they offer funding to forex. So what I mean by funded challenges is prop firms like the FTMO, they've been involved in the market and for a couple of years now, and there's prop firms like the bespoke funding, the funded engineers, and loads of others, but I'm just focusing on some particular ones in this video. And these prop firms, they offer capital to traders if they prove their skills, and they offer them real trading opportunities to trade with their capital onto the forex market. So traders don't have to use their own capital. All they have to do is they have to pass a challenge, and there's different challenges as well. For instance, like the $10,000 challenge, there's challenges like the $50,000 challenge, and there's different ones depending on the ones that you need and the type of funding that you're looking for. So it's crucial that you pick the right one for yourself. For beginners, I would advise first to go for the smaller ones, and this is just in my opinion only. So I would say go for the 10 or the 20k or even the 25k instead of going the 50, 100 and so on and so forth, because that's like driving a car. You start with a smaller car, and then you go into the medium-sized one, then you get a 4x4, and if you're anything bigger than that, then you go into the bus and the truck and so on and so forth. You don't just jump on the truck from day one because you know how to drive. It doesn't work like that. So you need to understand these challenges. The concept is quite simple, and I'll be explaining that in this video as well. What are funded forex challenges? Like I was saying, it's a series of evaluation period. So it's like a test. It's like being an exam. For every education or for every sector that you go to, there's always an exam. And in forex, just think of this as your exam. Once you've passed that exam, you will get funded, and then you can trade with their capital. So this obviously enables traders to trade with bigger capital than they can possibly have. It's also not your capital, so there's possibly less emotions involved. You can be more focused as well, and there's strict drawdown rules. And what I've seen in my career, in my trading career in particular, and with a lot of my students, is that traders don't have set drawdown rules, and with these prop firms you get set drawdown rules, which is probably the biggest benefit for you guys to be disciplined. Again, discipline's the key, guys. In this game, if you're not disciplined enough and if you're not following the rules, you will never be successful. And I can almost guarantee you that by telling you this, that if you guys haven't got a strict trading plan, a strict risk management, risk to reward rules, and everything else, like I've made videos on this as well, guys. My YouTube channel is full of loads of videos that you can find useful, so please subscribe to my channel and go back to these videos. These videos are solely there for you to help you become profitable. I've invested a lot of times in this, and the whole purpose is for you guys to be successful and to do well at trading, forex trading in particular. So like I was saying, guys, there's these prop firm challenges, there's set of rules that you have to follow, and then these help to generate for them to see and for them to analyze which traders are profitable and which ones, the ones that pass these challenges are the ones that get funded. The ones that fail these challenges will have to do them over again from the scratch. So it's quite important that you understand these rules and stick to the proper risk management. So the features are, if you're enjoying the content I'm providing, please like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you. There's the evaluation phase. So this is your first phase, and it's not really a real account, it's a demo account. And the purpose of this demo account is to test your skill and to see if you can be profitable. Again, they set drawdown rules, they have leverage there as well, the size of the account, the maximum capital you can lose in a day, the maximum capital you can lose overall, as well as your profit target, which is 10%. And previously they had a set period of time, but a lot of firms they've removed the time limit from the challenges, meaning that it gives you guys a more realistic time frame. So if you're taking it slow, nice and slow, then you're more than welcome to do so. So there's not like you have to reach this profit target or make that X amount of money within a certain period of time. With this, you can do it as you go, and usually some of them, they've got a limited time frame, which is quite helpful. But when I first started, there's a 15 days period, then it got extended to 30 days period, and 30 days was quite hard as well, and you have to make 10% consistent over 2 phases as well. So evaluation is the first phase, then there's another phase that's after that, that's the second phase. So you'll have to typically make less in that as well. So let's just say if you're making 10% the first one, or 12% profit in the first one, the second phase you probably have to make 6 or 8%, depending on the prop firm you've chosen and depending on the challenge you've gone for, and I'll be breaking that down for you in a minute as well. So there's risk management rules such as the daily maximum loss as well as the total maximum loss in forex trading with these prop firms that you have to follow. And if you break these rules, you will breach their condition and your account will be violated, meaning that you will not be able to trade on that account and your challenge is pretty much blown, and you'll have to either purchase a new challenge or give up on the challenges depending on your scenario. But I would advise you guys to stick to your limits, use stop loss, and make sure you don't go over these limits. And it's really important, this helps you be disciplined. This helps you to take trading as a business and follow the correct procedure. It's like driving on the road and the speed limit is 50 miles per hour or 30 miles per hour or 70 miles per hour, and if you do over that speed limit, there's consequences. So the same way in forex trading, if you break these rules and if you go over your designated loss, then you will end up being in trouble, and you most likely your account will be taken off you. The subscription or entry fees, there's usually like a one-off fee with prop firms like FTMO, so you pay an X amount depending on the challenge that you're buying. So whether that's 10k, 25k, 50k, 100k, 200k, so it's totally dependent on what you're purchasing, and the fees are according to the plan that you pick. So you will have to pay these fees to enter, and you can do free trials as well on FTMO. So you can trial before, let's just say that they've got this trial thing, but you can do a trial demo phase to see if you can actually manage a real account, a real demo account. What I mean by that is, so in that way you can see whether you can do it or not. And I would advise you guys to, in my opinion, start with the smallest account, build it up, and then go from there, because that's the best way. The duration, it could be 15 days, 30 days, or limited time frame depending on the prop firm you've chosen and the type of challenge you've chosen. So how do they offer funding to traders? The successful unsuccessful completion. So when traders have hit the profit target following all the rules, they qualify for a funded account. So these prop firms will give you leverage, allowing you to trade larger positions than you would usually trade with your own capital. They would also have a profit split percentage. So let's just say that 80%, 70%, or depending on the prop firm you've chosen, of the profit that you make is yours. The rest is theirs for providing you with the capital, and the prop firm takes the remaining share after this percentage. The scaling plans offered as well. So once traders have constantly been profitable, they offer them scaling programs such as FTMO. They offer you bigger accounts, and depending on other prop firms, they have their own perks, so you'll have to look into that. Also the safety nets, and what I mean by that is these certain limits or losses you'll have to follow them, and if a trader doesn't follow them, they get breached permanently and the agreement can be terminated, meaning that you won't get access to the funded accounts. Okay, so the popular forex funded challenge, this is an FTMO example. As you can see, there's different step 1, step 2. So that's your first test, that's your second test, and then after that you get funded. So in step 1 you get unlimited period of days. You also get 4 minimum trading days. So this is the minimum days that you have to trade for. Even if you've passed the challenge for the first day, you have to trade for 4 days. And I would typically advise to just use smaller lots for the rest of the day, so that you don't and lose the capital and whatever you've made on top. So even if you open a position on 0.10 and you close it straight away, that counts as a trade for that particular day. Then do that the next day, then do that the next day. Make sure you've got 4 trading days when you've opened the trades, and then, you know, if you're in profit and you hit the target, then you get moved on to the next one. So your maximum loss is $500 for a 10k account. Your maximum loss overall is for the daily is 500 and overall is 1000. Your profit target is also 1000, which is the 10%, and again the refundable fee if you pass is $155 for the 10k challenge, for pounds actually. And then for this step 2, same rules apply for the step 2 as well. The profit target is half on the step 2, and step 2 is usually free if you've purchased the step 1. So you can, if you pass the step 1, you don't have to pay for the step 2 and you get into the step 2. Then after that, once you've followed all these rules, you get a real funded FTMO account. So in that you don't have to trade for minimum days. Your first payout will typically be after, I think, 13 days with FTMO. Again, your loss and your profit, your overall loss stays the same, but the profit target isn't there. So you can make $200, $300, 500,000. So it's entirely up to you what you can make, but make sure you use the proper risk management, and you also get a refund for the amount that you've paid in the phase 1. So this comes with your first profit on the with FTMO. So I'm hoping that, you know, you guys have understood the concept by now. So if you want to go on their website, you go on www.ftmo.com and the evaluation process, so there's the link there. There's also another prop firm that I would like for you guys to have a look at, which is the Bespoke Funded Trading Program. There's links for them is there as well, and again it shows their leverage, and their account size has $10,000 has different, whereas $50,000 has a different price, 200,000, 300,000, even the 400,000. So for starters, I would advise you guys to stick with these 2, and if you get really well at it, then you go for that and even that, and depending on if you can afford to do so, you can go for that, but that's entirely up to you, and this is a decision you've got to make. The leverage is 1 to 60. There's no minimum trading days. There's no trading days limit, so you can do it within, you know, within 30 days, 10 days, 1 day. So it's entirely up to you. So that's your target for the phase 1. That's your target for the phase 2. That's your maximum loss for the day, and that's your maximum loss overall, which is 5 and 10%. So it's quite similar to FTMO. And, you know, if you need to take a screenshot of this table, you're more than welcome to do so. But, you know, I'm hoping that it gives you an idea. Again, this is funded engineer, and then there's no time limit as well. The maximum daily loss is 5%. The maximum overall loss is 10%. No minimum trading days, 1 to 60 leverage, and they can allow you to hold trades over the weekend. FTMO can't, and each firm have their own rules about news, so you can't trade, or you can trade during the news. This is something you'll have to check with them. And also some prop firms don't let you hold your trades over the weekend because of slippage and everything else. So, you know, this is something that you're gonna have to check with your chosen prop firm as well. So in conclusion, this is a hope, or this is a part of opportunity for traders to gain access to capital and trade the full-time capital without risking their own money. Again, you'll have to follow the full rules and everything else to show that you're skillful enough and you're capable of trading with that capital. Again, this could be a personal investment within yourself, so you'll have to just do your own diligence before you get into that, and make sure you follow all the skills, use the proper discipline and deep understanding of how market works, so you can be successful at these challenges. Disclaimer is nothing's guaranteed, and you must do your own due diligence before signing up with any of these firms. So guys, I'm hoping that, you know, you guys have learned a lot from this video about prop firms and how everything works. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll be popping up more videos that you can have a look at, and, you know, hopefully it will help you be profitable at your trading and be even more consistent if you're already consistent. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.